I met a gypsy.
There's definitely, and I know there's things where manufacturers just go, nah, we're not doing that. And it's based on two people at one manufacturer.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, guess what? You can do this, Feld, you can do this, and they'll still be there.
That is the risk that everybody is
it's like
are they willing to take? Yeah.
They're caught in this kind of stare down in a sense. And it's like, hey, pull the trigger. You've got all the leverage. Like, they don't have the leverage that they claim that they do. It's just that they've been in bed so long together.
No, that was the problem. They were not. It was, I don't really like you, but this is where I have to be.
Yeah.
And you don't really like us because we don't really like you, but we're the ones that are here. There are no others, so we have to get along. I don't think until now we have ever seen them be like, okay, so you want to do that for your benefit.
So mind-blowing.
It is. I'm not, dude. So when this SMX thing was announced, the press release quote from Roger DeCoster said, "This is the biggest news in the history of the sport." And I'm like, come on. So I see him at Washougal, and I'm like, hey, I want to get some quotes from you about that. And the first thing he says, he's like, "It is the biggest news in the history of the sport." And I'm like, the history? The history. And he's like, he explained, I'm not going to do the accent the entire time. He's like, you don't understand. The teams and the riders and the promoters and the sanctioning body have never truly seen eye to eye, ever. It was always like, we have some issues, but we don't want to show weakness, so let's just not tell them anything. They probably felt the same way. If we give them too much info, they'll probably try to take advantage of us. I don't trust them. They don't trust us. Yes, we do show up for each other's races. We're somewhat pulling in the same direction, but not completely. Now they actually feel that way. So this is their shot over the next 2 years, 5 years, 3 years, to actually be like, oh, you want to change. I don't want to come up with any examples because people think this is insider info. I don't have any real examples. I don't know what they're working on. But let's just have an example. Yeah, people think so. Look, bro, I don't want to be I hate being that guy.
I'm
not a power guy.
I'm the same
too. I don't want to be in these meetings.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. And I definitely don't think I'm smart enough to solve these problems. So I don't have a dog in the fight. I stay over here.
You just talk about it. Whatever.
I know they're having these meetings. Yeah. I don't know. So I'm just trying to come up with an example. I don't want someone to say like, oh, he just leaked something. I'm just saying, okay, here's an example. Should we have permanent numbers or not have permanent numbers? How does that work? Right? This is the first time ever that they could be like, okay, teams, we are thinking that this would be better to have numbers like this. We could sell more merchandise this way. And the teams would be like, oh, we get it. If that helps you sell more merchandise, we will work with you on that. We will let our guard down. Where before, they'd be like, oh, you want to do something? We don't care what it is. We don't like it.
Yeah.
We do not like you.
Yeah.
And you don't like us. I use the numbers thing because that's been an example forever. Is that good? Is it bad? Should we go back to the old way? It's confusing now. That the opportunity is there. Will they make the right call? I don't know. But I don't think they ever saw eye to eye before. I think that was the reason we didn't see change.
Yeah.
And so they did the most radical change ever. 2023 was the most radical change ever, right? We added 3 playoff races.
No, but what led to that? Like the foundation of that is huge. Yeah.
Yes. The manufacturer saying, you know what? We're going to let you try something nuts. Where 5 years ago, we would have said 3 playoff races, go to hell. We will never do that.
Yeah.
But they're like, wait, so we're going to get the 2 series together, which we've been dying to have. We're going to have the AMA involved in a good way, which we've been dying to have. You're going to improve the officiating, which we've hated. You're going to fix that. Well, we've been dying for that. If you throw us those bones, you know what? We'll let you try your playoff thing.
Yeah.
The playoff thing comes back and they're like, we got great news. This playoff thing is going to result in way better television coverage because the TV networks like it.
Yeah.
And the manufacturers aren't against that. So now they're like, hey, wait. You threw us a bone. We threw you a bone. We got something that helped both of us.
Yeah.
What else can we come up with?
And the riders got paid.
Yeah. So we finally have an example of they both helped each other and it resulted in something that was good for everybody.
Yeah.
The teams didn't mind it. Teams are happy with it. TV loved it. Promoters loved it. Riders made money. Hey, you got any other ideas like that?
Yeah.
So I think it'll happen. Sorry to tell everybody, I don't think this means we'll be racing 2 strokes next week, which I think is what everybody really wants.
I don't want racing 2 strokes. I think that's crazy to me.
Man, you walk these streets at night or you get jumped? Like, is that why you do jiu-jitsu? You're saying privateers.
Yeah, I'm on my bullshit.
Gosh, man. You are not a people pleaser.
I just came in here hot. I'm like, let's just fucking walk in every step of the way of this podcast.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
No,
this is what they call the steering committee. I am hoping that it results in, we just saw more change ever in 1 year. and it didn't go badly.
Yeah.
So maybe that means more.
Yeah.
Maybe that means better.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.